Hey y'all, it's your girl Ashley. Welcome back to another episode of Exploring with Ash and Jake. Today we're going to be talking about the dumbest reasons people have called the cops. It's no surprise at all that people just like to call the cops for any reason at all. Professor asked the police to escort a student out of the classroom for putting her feet on a chair. Dunkin' Donuts employee called the police because the family was speaking in Somali. That's just racist right there. A woman called the cops because a black man who didn't let her talk to the kids he was babysitting. That's honestly just smart. I mean, because you're a babysitter and you don't know what people are capable of these days. So that's just a dumb reason to call the cops, honestly. And he did the right thing. She sounds like a weirdo. College student had the cops called on her because she seemed to be out of place. Literally just wearing a dress, and they called the cops on her because they thought the dress was too revealing. What is this world coming to? I swear. 2 CVS employees were fired after calling the cops on a woman who they believed was using a fraudulent coupon. Okay, so I do think that's a legitimate thing because I used to work at Myers when I lived in Ohio, and when we first opened up, we had 2 people who brought in $1,500 worth of coupons. They were walking around drinking soda that they hadn't paid for, and it was coupons for free gift cards. There is no coupon that exists to allow you to get a free gift card, first of all. And second of all, there is no coupon that is going to exist unless it's directly from the manufacturer. There are stipulations. Just fraudulent coupons do exist, and that's why a lot of places, unless they're cut out of the newspaper, aren't taking the ones that people print out because they can be fraudulent. I mean, it does happen. I once saw a guy scan a Kool-Aid packet over 10 packets of chicken, and we deemed it the Kool-Aid scam. So a Yale student was confronted by the police when she napped in her dorm room. That's just dumb. People fall asleep, it's hard. If you're taking multiple classes to keep up in college, so I can understand napping in a common room. I don't see anything wrong with that. Barbecue Becky calls the cops on a black family for barbecuing in a public park. That's just ignorant and racist because everybody's entitled to barbecue at a public park if it permits it. You're dumb, Becky. Golf cart Gail called the police on a black man for cheering his son on at a soccer game. Again, what is with all these white people calling the cops on people? Leave them alone. You don't see them over here calling the cops on you. This is just ridiculous. So what? Yay, good job. He's at a soccer game. He did a good job. What's wrong with people cheering their children on? I'm sorry, golf cart Gail. Go get a life. Maybe if, I don't know, you were getting late or something, you wouldn't be out here in other people's business trying to find a way to call the cops on them. Stay in your own lane, golf cart Gail. A white woman called the police on a black man for entering his own apartment. Okay, Karen, stop calling the police just because you think someone can't afford to live in the upscale side of, New York. Everybody these days either has a good job or a job and they're living paycheck to paycheck. It's none of your business if he can afford that apartment or not. It's also none of your business to call the cops. It sounds like you need to be educated on how to properly use authoritative services and when is the correct time to call them. You have a great day, Karen. A California resident named Karen called the police on a black firefighter doing building inspections. So because this man that was doing the inspections wasn't white, that gave you the right to be racist. That gave you the right to waste money, time, and resources of police that could be out there actually fighting crime, but instead they're at your apartment complex over the fact that you're racist. Sorry, but you need to stay in your own lane, Karen. American Airlines called the police on a black woman whose arms touched the white woman sitting next to her. Okay, first of all, not only is this ignorance, a waste of money, a waste of time, and a waste of resources, what are you even doing? It's 2023 and you're calling the cops because somebody accidentally bumped into somebody. Do you know exactly how close those seats are to each other, it's impossible not to bump into somebody. Like, you see how far apart my fingers are? That's almost the equivalent of how close the seats are to each other. It's impossible for me to not bump somebody on an airplane. This is stupid. Y'all need to go learn how to be like better, I don't know, flight attendants and whatever, and not waste resources. It's ridiculous.